section, we were discussing about what is artificial intelligence, what is a data science, and in data science we had artificial intelligence, machine learning, time series. All those parts are there in the data science. So AI is also a part of the data science. So today, let us see what is the difference between artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data learning, deep learning versus Gen AI. So what is the differences? So everyone will be telling like AI, machine learning, deep learning versus Gen AI. So there are multiple things is there. So we need to know what exactly the differences between them. So first of all, artificial intelligence, the reference, what the or definition, what generally they will specify is artificial intelligence refers to intelligence displaced by the machine that simultaneously that stimulates the human intelligence, where it will behave like a human. The same how the human behaves, the same way the machine will behave like a human. Okay, so so when actually this got invented, when they have uh, found that there is a concept called AI, artificial intelligence, where how machine can think like a human, where machine is having like a human brain, when they can make the machine to work like a human brain, when they identify the first man who has identified or who first blew the whistle that there is a concept of AI be which it can work like a human brain is John McCurry. So he is the one who first made that statement in a public conference in MIT, Massachusetts University in USA in 1956. 1956. He is the computer scientist. You can refer in the Google as well. Let me show you that. He is the man. He's the man who first introduced the AI to the world. So the father of modern AI, John McConney, is he's a scientist. He's a computer scientist. In 1956, he has announced that AI. See, he is telling the father of AI. Okay, where he told this concept is in Dartmouth conference in Massachusetts University in 1956. He has done that one. Okay, so during that time, there are a lot of researches is happening in America for multiple technologies, multiple fields. They are doing very aggressively. They are doing this research. So during that period, he is the one who had they used to have a lot of conferences with multiple people across the globe. So during that time, they have identified this. There is a concept of artificial intelligence where where how the human brain is working the same way they want to make the machine also to work or the machine to think the same way how the human think. So that's the reason they have did multiple conferences and multiple things they have tried there. But it was done in 1956 until 2000. There is no progress on that one. Why? Because there are a lot of reasons. Because in order to tune the data, a lot of data need to be there. There should be somewhere we need to store the data, or lot of content need to be required. Internet was not there, and computers was in the early stages, and they cannot have that much of a capability or that much of a programming also is not there to tune that data or to make that machine learn that particular data. Once all this evolution comes, when the cell phone or computer or internet, all this where the decades is passing, the new evolutions come into the picture, then new programming skills came into the picture, new talent is coming on, then they started in back to the AI part, where they know this there is a concept where they can implement that. But after this evolution, they started working on AI again. So wait, well, concept came in 1956, but it started after uh, the new evolutions, internet and mobile phone and huge computer cloud storage capacities. All these things come into the picture. Then they started evolving more, experimenting more on AI. That's how we are seeing now the ChatGPT, OpenAI, Gemini, all these things we are seeing now. Okay, so I just want to give you uh, a overview on that one, where exactly it got started. Okay, as I said, like the real development started in 2000 when internet came into the picture. So again, machine learning. What is machine learning? Machine learning is like let's say uh, machine will extract the intelligence from where? From the data. It will extract the intelligence from the data on its own, not human. On its own, it will extract the data without explicitly programmed. Means it has to tune its on its own, and it has to think on its own. So that's nothing. That is what machine learning. Machine itself, it is going to learn the data. Itself, it is going to train the data. So itself, it is going to tune. How it is happening again, as I told, like uh, with the model, with the model, it is tuning the data, or it is training the data. It's learning the data on its own. The machine itself, not human. On itself, it is doing that. So again, the model is nothing but it's a program plus algorithm, a small program and algorithm. We will give only basic program. We are not going to give each and everything to the machine. We are giving the basic program. This is how you need to learn the data. So in that model, we'll give the basic thing. After that, with that program on its own, it will, the logic is like that. On its own, it will think. On its own, it will train the data. On its own, it will gain the knowledge of the data, machine itself. So as I'm showing you in the diagram, the program plus algorithm combining it is called a model. So we are from where this model is getting built from the data. It is picking the data and it is training the model on its own. Okay. For example, right? For example, let's say there are stocks, means the Nifty stocks will be there, all those things. Let's say if you take Adani shares, how much it is increasing or how much it is decreasing, whether in future it will get increased or not. So that predictions, right? That prediction, it can analyze, our model can analyze, and it can tell, okay, that particular candidate, the particular stock will get increased in future. And this particular stock will have a very good future if you invest in that one. That predictions it can give easily. Not only that, it will have very good advancements in the healthcare systems. Let's say if a person will get any kind of diseases, based on the reports, based on the previous history. Let's say diabetic. If he will take the details of all these family members' details, whether his parents, ancestors, who is having, whether they had a diabetic or their lifestyle or what the food habits, all those data it will take, and it will analyze. Our model, that model can analyze, and it can give you the prediction whether that particular person will get diabetic or not. Okay. Not only that, any other diseases it can predict before itself. So so that candidate can immediately, that person can immediately take action on his health, and he can avoid that before itself. So that prediction it can easily do. How? By using the data. That data it will train the data, it will gain the knowledge from the data, and it will give you the report. Okay, that's what machine learning will do. Okay. So machine learning, what it will do is it will learn the data. It will not apply anything. It will learn the data and it will keep the data with it. But there is other thing which who can machine learning is different. Artificial intelligence is different. Artificial intelligence can decide whether that particular candidate will get the will have the diabetic or not. But machine learning, it will learn it. That's it. It will learn and it will keep it. Okay. But decision making will be done by the artificial intelligence. Okay. So in generally, right, how it will work? Let's say if you are taking some tabular form, there will be few fields. Let's say your one student is there. His student is having four subjects in his class: English, Maths, Science, and Computer. And that student, he required average of his subject marks. Average of his subject marks. So here, who can do that? Let's say English is separate, Maths is separate, Science is separate, and Computer is separate. But averaging of those all the subjects is dependent on whom? On these subjects, individual subjects. Okay. So like same way, if you want to do an average can be done by artificial intelligence. But learning of that subjects is independent. That machine can learn. Machine will learn, but finally the average can be done by the artificial intelligence one. Okay, you are getting what I'm trying to say here. These are dependent. These are dependent, and dependent on machine learning. AI is dependent on machine learning. Okay, so if if machine learning has all the information of English, Maths, Science, and Computer, then AI can go and apply that AI concept or AI tools on that particular machine learning, and it can give you an average here. Can give you an average. Okay, so that's the reason there is independent and dependent. Machine learning is independent, but AI is dependent on machine learning and deep learning and time series and NLP. So it's dependent on all these technologies. Okay. So just for your understanding, I am doing that. So here, independent is machine learning, dependent is AI. AI is dependent on machine learning. So let's say a machine learns something. Machine learns something. So for example, right, chess game. If you take the chess is a decision making game, whether you need to move or you should not move. So the decision making, who can do that? AI can do that. But learning about the moves, or this is what happening, this is what the move it should happen, that machine learning will do. So the model will do that. Model, it is learning itself. It starts playing itself. It allows machine to learn itself. Okay, this model will make the machine to learn. What it will tell to them, what it will do is it will make the machine to learn how the chess will work, how the chess game, the coins has to move, in which move it has to do. If the opponent is doing this one important move, how the opponent person should move. So that learning will be done by the model will be designed by AI, and the learning will be done by the machine learning. Okay, so that's what the difference between machine learning and AI. See, AI, it will tells us how to build an intelligent machine. It will build an intelligent machine. It will build a intelligent machine. It will build. Okay. Whereas generative AI is an extension of deep learning. Generative AI is an extension of deep learning. What is deep learning? Deep learning is a subset of machine learning and artificial intelligence. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning and artificial intelligence. It is combination of both, combination of the both, which it will uh, have other different concepts in the deep learning. Okay, which uses artificial intelligence, which uses artificial neural networks to train the model, okay, which and it will extract the features on its own. Deep learning, in the sense, it is a concept where how the human brain works. The deep learning also will is a concept which will adapt, which is adapting that similar kind of a thing, how the human brain works. So in the deep learning, we'll have ANN, we'll have CNN, and we'll have RNN. Okay, see, DL will be below with it will have CNN. CNN means computer vision neural networks. I mean, it's a conventional neural networks. In other terms, what I can say is it's a computer vision where it will visualize and it will learn, like how human eyes will visualize and learn. It will do the same thing, and it will learn the data. It will learn the data. Okay, so it's a part of deep learning. It's a part of deep learning, and there is another concept called GAN. Concept called GANs. You are making your system to see and learn like face recognition. So what you are doing is you are making your system, like let's say you have your mobiles will have the face recognition, right? Face recognition will be there. So the same way it is identifying your face, and it is recognizing you, and it is unlocking your phone. How it is doing? The concept like CNN, the convolutional neural networks. So you're visualizing and you are adopting that one. Okay. So again, GANs is a generative adversarial networks. Okay. It's a another type of AI model, which is generally it will use the images or videos, all those things it will use, and it will learn that from that particular data. Okay. Here the video is also a data, image is also a data, a text is also data. All these are data only. But how our model is going to learn that one, that is the thing we need to know in the deep learning. And under deep learning, we have NLP, natural language processing also. So it's again it's a kind of text processing. Text process will do, and it will do a train the model here. So in text processing, for example, the best example is Alexa and Siri. The whatever you are requesting to Alexa or Siri, it will train that one. It will take that one and it will tune that data, and it will format that data. So this is for NLP. And there is another thing called in NLP we have RNN, LSTM, GRU, BIL, STM. So these are all concepts in NLP. Okay. So here, like human brain, right? Like human brain, there are in human brain, we will have a neurons. Human brain will have neurons. So those neurons will be interlinked with each other. They are interlinked with each other. Let me draw an image of that. Okay, if you see here, this is a human eye. It's a human eye. Let's consider it's a human eye. And in the human eye here, after human eye is visualizing something here, some image or something it is visualizing. Let me put here some. Yes. Looks I had some issue with my laptop. Yeah, but let me give it. Okay, let us assume is some person is there here. Okay, some person is there. So we are observing. Let's say he is your friend. Let's say he is your friend. Okay, he is your friend. What your eyes will do? Your eyes are visualizing. Your eyes are watching him. So you know who he is and how his eyes will be, how his features will be. So all those things, your eyes will visualize it. Let's say your friend he is going on the bike with helmet. So he's going on his bike with helmet, but your eyes can easily identify him. Your eyes can easily identify him, even if he is wearing helmet on his face. Your eyes can visualize, and he can identify that one. How it can identify that one? Because that's what your human brain will have. Your human brain will have already recorded in his brain. How? It will have a neurons. Your human brain will have neurons. So those neurons will record each other. There not only single neuron, multiple neurons will be there. Multiple neurons will be there in your brain. So each neuron is interconnected. Each neuron is interconnected with each other. Each neuron is interconnected with each other. So that's how the memory or data get will get recognized, or will get identified, or will get transferred, okay, to your brain. This neurons is interconnected. That's what I'm saying. ANN, artificial neural networks, means one neuron is connecting with another neuron. Another neuron is connecting with other neuron. Other neuron is connecting with other neuron. This network connecting with each other is a network. Who is connecting? Neurons is connecting. That's why I say it as ANN. This is common human neurons, neural networks. But when it comes to artificial intelligence, ANN, artificial neural networks. Okay. ANN is artificial neural networks. Artificial neural networks. Okay. In the same way, we are going to develop the artificial neural networks. ANN. How the human brain? This is a human brain. This is a human brain. In human brain, we will have neurons. We will visualize and we will store the data, and we can transfer data um, from one neuron to another neuron. The same way, the artificial intelligence also will be using the neurons here. It will generate the neurons. In the same way, CNN as well. CNN as well. Convolutional neural networks. Convolutional means visualization. Visualization of neural networks. Visualization of neural networks. Here, the same way, because after visualizing, it has to store the data, uh, and it will fetch the data from there. Okay. And the same way, we have RNN as well, the redundant neural networks. That's also we are going to use in the under deep learning. Under deep learning, we are going to use that concept. So under deep learning, we have LSTM. LSTM is a long storage temporary memory. Okay, this is also we are going to use. This is also one important concept in NLP, natural language processing. This also comes under deep learning. Okay, there are two things. One is visualization and text processing under deep learning. So with these two concepts, if you learn about the deep learning, CNN and NLP, then you are able to understand the generative AI. Understand the generative AI. So for generative AI, majorly we need to understand the deep learning. So in the deep learning, you can understand this CNN, GANs, and NLP. In NLP, again, we'll have RNN, LSTM, GRU, and BILSTM. Okay. So these concepts we need to know. And then after that, you will understand about generative AI. And from generative AI, you will understand about agentic AI. Okay. So, so first thing we need to know about deep learning. And in deep learning, we need to know all these concepts. So as I said, like deep learning It's mainly works on the human brain structure. How human brain is structure is design. Design means by nature it came. So how the human brain structure is built, the same way the artificial ANN, artificial neural networks, is a trained, is also built the same way. Okay, and there are different concepts like activation function, sigmoid. So how the sigmoid will be working, how the activation function will be working. Each neuron, I mean, we need to understand the neuron also. I'm talking about a neural network. In neural networks means connecting with each neuron is nothing but neural network. But we need to understand what is a neuron. Inside the neuron, what we will have, how the artificial neuron will work, what is the activation function, where this activation function will get triggered. So, and there will be a concept called sigmoid in that one. That also we'll come to know in upcoming sessions. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Yes. You have any doubts here? Yeah, from next week onwards, we'll start aggressively with the more concepts. We'll go deeper into this one about other concepts like Python, and we'll understand what is a neuron and how the neuron is built. Artificial neuron, not human neuron. Artificial neuron, how it is built, and what is the structure of the neuron, and what how that a neuron will get communicated with other neurons. That concepts we'll discuss in detail, and there we'll go into the Python libraries as well: NumPy, Pandas, uh, Keras, sklearn, and Matplotlib. Those concepts will go and we'll discuss in detail in the upcoming sessions. Yes, this is a introduction session. I'm giving high level views, but moving forward, the session timings will be more, and I will increase more depth. I will go more depth. But I want to just before going in depth into the subject, I want to make you get familiarized with these terminologies, with these terms on the AI. Okay. So what is AI, what is machine learning, what is deep learning, and what is NLP, what is CNN, and what is RNN and LSTM. So these terminologies I want to make you introduce. So once you get familiarized, you can go much deeper into the subject.